Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the English news of Bình Phước radio, television stations, and newspaper. I'm Hình with the latest news for today. Proposal made for Bù National Park to become ASEAN Heritage Garden. First police peacekeeping units of Vietnam established. Nearly 2,009 flights to be operated during Lunar New Year test holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, the compilations of a dossier proposing recognitions of Bù National Park as a World Biosphere Reserve and ASEAN Heritage Garden is among the notable missions outlined in the draft plan for the implementation of TOP in 2024 under the Development of Tourism in Bình Phước Province for the 2021-2025 periods and Vision to 2030 project. The draft is currently under review, seeking input from relevant departments and units in the province.
Responsibility for preparing the dossier will be assigned by the Provincial People's Committee to the Bình Phước Department of Natural Resources and Environment, in cooperation with the Bù National Park Management Board, the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, and the People's Committee of Bù District. Completion is anticipated by the third quarter of this year. Located in Bù District, Bù National Park covers an area of over 25,500 hectares and acts as a vital conservation area for rare flora and fauna in Vietnam's southeast region. Preliminary surveys have identified 724 plant species and 437 animal species, including 59 mammals listed as endangered in the Vietnam Red Book, and 10 bird species also facing the threat of extinction. In addition to its role in preserving rare flora and fauna, Bù National Park is also designated as a facility for infrastructure development, supporting scientific research and promoting ecotourism.
The development of an action plan for the green tourism program in the 2024-2025 period in Bình Phước Province is among the key initiatives being implemented under Government Resolution number 82 dated May the 18, 20 and 23. The resolution focuses on oriented and key solutions to accelerate the efficient and sustainable recovery and development of Vietnam's tourism sector.
Bình Phước Province is set to conduct an assessment and review of its tourism market and will propose measures to develop further and attract more visitors. It will also support travel companies in establishing links, expanding tours, and developing itineraries targeting the Southeast and Mekong Delta regions. The tourism development strategy aligns with environmental and social protection principles at key tourist destinations, emphasizing green, clean, beautiful, civilized, and friendly tourism. Active participation in cooperative programs and local and regional partnerships will be encouraged to drive tourism development. There will also be a focus on planning, attracting investments, and building 5 large-scale prominent tourism zones to create a ripple effect for the province's tourism sector. The ultimate goal is to transform Bình Phước into an attractive destination in the southeast region, gradually developing tourism into a key economic sector in the province.
Bình Phước Province effectively implemented various programs and projects throughout the 2023 aims at improving the material and spiritual life of residents in border area. The focus was on developing agriculture and new rural area and maintaining comprehensive infrastructure investment.
Bình Phước has 3 border districts, Bù Đăng, Bù and Lộc Ninh. The total planned public investments for the districts over the past year stood at over 1.335 trillion Vietnam dong. All communes in the border districts now have accessible roads. Power supply for production and daily life has been ensured. Throughout Bình Phước, 99% of households use electricity, with use in border districts ranging from 97.5% to 100%. Over 98% of residents in border areas have access to clean water, meeting sanitary standards. In terms of healthcare, the 3 border districts have 31 medical stations, providing initial healthcare services from the commune to the ward and town levels. attention has been made to upgrading the local irrigation network to ensure stable water supply to specialized agricultural areas in the border region.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 18th Theoretical Symposium between Communist Party of Vietnam and the Communist Party of China were held in Ho Chi Minh City on January the 12th. More detail in the report.
The 18th Theoretical Workshop between the two parties took place with the theme Experiences and Solutions to Enhance Ecological Environmental Protection and Nation Building and Modernization. Over the nearly 40 years of renovation, Vietnam has articulated and emphasized crucial goals, perspectives, and consistent measures, particularly in promoting green growth to achieve economic prosperity, environmental sustainability, and social justice. The ultimate aim is to transition towards a green economy, making a tangible contribution to the global community's goals of ecological preservation and addressing climate change. The 18th Theoretical Workshop occurred against the backdrop of the continued positive and fruitful development trends in the relationship between the two parties and two countries of Vietnam and China. Both nations recently celebrated the 15th anniversary of the establishment of their comprehensive strategic partnership.
The Ministry of Public Security Office for United Nations Peacekeeping Operations held an inauguration ceremony for the Vietnam Police Peacekeeping Unit No. 1 in Hanoi on January the 11th. This is the first police peacekeeping unit of Vietnam established.
The unit is tasked with ensuring safety and security for UN personnel and assets, joining efforts in civilian protection, and supporting other police services when required at UN peacekeeping missions. According to the Ministry of Public Security, the decision to establish the unit demonstrates the commitment of the party, the state and the ministry to actively and responsibly joining efforts in maintaining peace, stability and development in the region and the world. This is a new step forward after the initial success in sending working groups to UN peacekeeping missions, aimed to contribute more to protecting international and regional peace and security, as well as the basic principles of the UN Charter. Following the establishment, the unit will undergo training that follow UN standards and will be assessed by UN experts.
Standard Chartered banks expect Vietnam to have a robust GDP growth of 6.7% in 2024, with 6.2% and 6.9% in the first half and second half of the year, respectively.
The forecast is highlighted in the bank's Global Research Report on Vietnam, which was recently published with the title Vietnam, Stronger but Not Easier. The report cited Tim Lillehafen, economist for Thailand and Vietnam, Standard Chartered, as saying that Vietnam continues to offer a promising medium-term outlook. To maintain rapid growth and competitiveness, the country needs to upgrade infrastructure and prepare to lower carbon emissions, he suggested. According to The Economist, retail sales and industrial production have stayed robust despite the recent moderation. Exports and imports are starting to recover, though electronics-related trade remains tentative. Given re-emerging inflation concerns, inflation is anticipated to pick up to 5.5% in 2024 from 3.3% in 2023. The Vietnamese dong continues to face headwinds, with a mild Vietnam dong appreciation, targeting 24,000 by end 2024. Forex reserves are forecasted to be rebuilt when US dollar strength abates, the Standard Chartered economist noted.
More than 1,800 night flights, equivalent to 8% of the total number of domestic flights, will be operated from January the 23rd to February the 25th to meet the increasing travel demand during the Lunar New Year or Tet holiday.
The Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam issued a document allowing night flights during the Tet holiday, and asked carriers to take actions to minimize flight delays and cancellations, and to intensify control to ensure aviation safety. Domestic air carriers are established to operate about 33,800 flights during Tet, or between January 24th and February 2nd, up 14% year-on-year and 21% as compared with normal days. There will be some 24,200 domestic flights, representing an increase of 2% from the same period last year, and 9,600 international flights, up 60% year-on-year. The airlines expect to fly 7.2 million passengers during Tet, the biggest holiday in the year in Vietnam, of them more than 5 million domestic ones, up 4% year-on-year.
And that's all for the news today. Thank you for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.